What is up, guys? Welcome back to Prizepicks. Today is Tuesday, April 16th, and I have another great NBA parlay for you guys today, courtesy of the Player Prop Shop. Now, if you're not familiar with the channel, we always use Sleeper. They are the best sportsbook in the business. They will literally give you up to $500 for free with a deposit match when you use the promo code PRE. Now, if you do sign up for Sleeper, make sure that you do get that promo code in, because I have spoken to some people who have signed up but did not use the promo code, and then they didn't get that deposit match. So make sure you use that code so you don't miss out on free money. Sleeper is also offering a free LeBron James square to new users today for him only needing half a point, so we are going to put that in the parlay as well. Just to go over a bit about the player prop shop, like I mentioned, that is where I'm getting my lines today. Player Prop Shop is a done-for-you service where they provide up to 30 or so lines a day for player props. They will pick the best lines, they'll tell you over or under, and then they will also do a full write-up. So they do provide about 30 a day, which ends up being about 600 a month. No, 30 a day would be about 900 a month. It depends on the day, depends on the sport. Like there are some days where they don't have certain sports going, but if you do want to try them, you can get a free week subscription. Just use the code PropShop at checkout. They do offer a few different packages: 1 day, 1 month, 1 week, 1 year. I highly recommend them. They have good reviews. It will pay for itself in short order if you do decide to sign up. Today, they have different sports: NFL, PGA, NHL, March Madness when it's around. Today we are going NBA. So I looked through all these lines, checked them with my own stats as well, and picked what I just think are the two best lines today and put them in a parlay together for you guys. So let's go over that. The first line I have is Anthony Davis, over 12.5 rebounds. Davis has been a monster on the boards as of late. He averages just above this line at 12.6 rebounds for the season, but in his last 10 games, he's taken that to another level. Davis is averaging 14 boards in his most recent stretch, going over the line 7 times. The Pelicans have been a challenge for him this season when it comes to rebounding, only averaging 10.5 a game in 4 games. But this is the playoffs, and he will be playing more minutes, which means more opportunities. Davis also steps his game up on the road, in which he averages 13 boards per contest. I expect him to stay on his current pace and go over in this game. Now let's take a look at the numbers. So Davis can completely smash this line, as you can see here just a couple weeks ago, getting 23 against Milwaukee. The thing about the playoffs is he's not going to rest. He's going to be getting major minutes. He's going to be playing hard. And it's win or go home. They're in the play-in. So even though he has a tough matchup against the Pelicans, I fully expect him to smash this line. He's fully capable, and he has been on a hot streak as of late. If we come down here, just in general, he hits this line about 60% of the time. But if you guarantee, let's say, 30 minutes, he hits it 80% of the time. If you go up to, let's say, 38, well, anyway. So when he gets minutes, he goes over this line. Even if it is down to 70% at 38, it's still great value based on the line, so I highly recommend this. And yeah, let's keep going. So the next line we have is CJ McCollum under 4.5 3-pointers made. I say under weird like that because, well, you'll see in a moment. So McCollum is a sniper from deep, but the line is still too high to be confident. If you can get this at 3.5, I would take the over, no question. Keep that in mind. But 4.5 means you need 5, and that's a big ask even for the best shooters. On the season, McCollum's averaging 3.6 triples on 8.4 attempts, boasting an impressive 42.9 3-point percentage. That's outstanding. Over his last 10 games, he's averaging 5.1 triples per contest, so that explains why the line is where it is, but that's not the norm for him. He's gone over this line in 5 of those games, so he is very capable, but the Lakers have kept him in check so far this season, only letting him go over this line in 1 out of 4 games. McCollum is averaging 3.5 makes from behind the arc against the Lakers this year. I do not see him going over in this spot. Take the under here. Now the key sentence, if you caught it in this write-up, is if you can get this at 3.5, I would take the over, no question. Well, as it turns out, his line has moved, and it is now currently at 3.5. If you especially look at his last 7 games, he's been crushing it. Each of his last 5, 12 of his last 15, and as I always like to point out, he's not just barely going over it usually. Sure, he has a few games at 4, but he's got 5, 5, 7, 8, 9. He is crushing this line. Again, it is the playoffs. Both teams will be playing hard, and knowing the Lakers and the Pelicans' pace, it will be a high-scoring game, unless the Lakers decide to clamp up on defense all of a sudden, which they really haven't done all year. Again, also because it's the playoffs, McCollum will get minutes. He will get the opportunities, and I think this is an easy line. And again, great value based on the lines. Now, I mentioned before that we will be going with this LeBron James half-a-point line. So as you can see here, that is the final play. As a whole, if you play this parlay with the LeBron James discount, you get about a little over 4 times your money. If you're not a new user, then you can take the LeBron James line out. It's still 2.3 times your money, and you can also play any of these lines straight, or either of these two. And I highly recommend it. I think they're both great value, even by themselves, and you definitely need to lock these in. Now, just for fun, I want to take a quick look at the numbers for LeBron's line at half a point. Currently, if you don't have the discount, it's at 27.5, which hasn't been hitting at a great rate for him, aside from the last 5 games. But if you go back, we'll go to the full 2 seasons here, and if you go down to half a point, it's kind of funny to see like the sea of green here. I don't know what happened over here. I think he had 10 points in this game early January. I don't know what happened. I don't know if he got hurt or just had an off game. You come look at the minutes. It looks like he did get minutes, so I'm not sure what happened back then. But that was probably one of the worst games LeBron's had in quite a few years, and he still crushed the line. He has hit 142 out of his last 142 games, and honestly, I don't know if there's been a single game in LeBron's career where he hasn't scored a point. So, if you can take advantage of that as a new user, definitely do that. You get the deposit match with the promo code PRE, as mentioned before, and lock these in. Hope you guys have a great day. Hope you guys win some money, and I will see you guys tomorrow.